we're back. This is Ethelred, the worst Civ player on YouTube. Me and the dog are back. This is Ethelred's dog, a beautiful chocolate lab, a really well-behaved animal. Still a puppy, just got spayed, so about 5 months old. And when she needs to go out, I better take her out. Anyway, we're back, and we were moving our great general to the coast to prepare for some kind of invasion. It's also 640 AD, which means we get to talk about some history. Between 642 and 651, there was about, 9 years, where the Caliph Umar conducted a conquest, kind of a Islamic crusade, to set up a caliphate and spread Islam, eventually defeating both Persia and claiming their territory, which included Babylon. So, although this area was Christian, and it did have a bishop seated in this general area as the Church of the East, the Caliphate took over all of this, and the whole area became Muslim. And that's really all I've got to say until 700 AD. Alright, so, what do we got here? Babylon grew its territory with a grassland. Akkad's thrilled it got some cinnamon. A barbarian encampment was discovered. I don't really care about that at all. And Napoleon has declared war on Oda Nobunaga. So, poor Japan, they're going to have to face the French. Now, why did I just click that? I didn't even mean to click that. Oh well, what's done is done. Okay, work has now begun on our market. That means we have our first university. So let's go assign somebody to work this university. What tiles can we shuffle here? A lot of food produced. This farm's not producing too much. This hill's not producing any growth. So we'll put that on university. Son of a gun, this guy came right back. So we'll do that. And we'll take this guy off production and put him on this jungle tile for the 2 science. Fantastic. Now we're still growing. And we've got lots more science. Fabulous. That's just how I wanted this to go. I never like embarking my units. I always feel kind of like my pants are down when I do that. But what's done is done. And the eastern coast where my scouts maneuvering, finding a bunch of jungles with Monty and Technochiclan and some barbarians. Not a lot. So, I was talking to somebody about the state of the city-states where there seemed to be none. And they pointed out to me that since I'm on a Pangea-style map, the city-states will all be on islands. Cool! Well, that solves that mystery. And that also means I need to get out some kind of navy if I'm going to go meet them. So let's see. Let's take this guy off of grassland, put him on a university. And what else do we have here? These sheep fields. No, they're fine, actually. Nobody's working this gold. Why is that? Why is it that I cannot assign somebody to go work? What? Alright, fine. I'll just... some arcane rule, I don't know. But I got a couple of more people on university, and I need to pick something for this place to work on. I thought I was going to make a Writers Guild at one point. What happened? I didn't make a Writers Guild. Ooh, look! Oxford University. No kidding. Boom. We're going to do Oxford University. Hell yeah. And we're going to cut down a forest for it. So this guy's got 6 turns until he's done. Everybody do me a favor and remind me that I need to go finish that river or that farm. In the meantime, we're going to chop a forest for some production. Let's see here. We'll set you to make a farm. And next. So this guy's back on a Durkur Galaxy's back on a workshop. It is what it is. How long until Trebuchet? 2 turns. So you know what? In 3 turns I'll have my workshop and I'll start cranking out trebuchets. I suppose it works. Have I discovered everybody? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I found 9 out of the 11. So there's still a couple of people missing. One of my units woke up because he saw a barbarian sail by. That's nice. Go back to sleep. What do these units do for the dozens of years that pass? Steel was the next thing I was going to research for my swordsman. You know, color me optimistic, but I think this game's going to go my way. Let's look at the demographics. 1 in literacy, 8th in soldiers. 8th is good enough. I really think so. I think I can handle them. So now let's do some trebuchets. Yes. Fantastic. Who needs orders? My scout. Maybe he'll find one of the other AIs down there. And people who like shiny things most. Darius I, Napoleon, Ethiopia, Montezuma, Alexander. Gee, I'm coming in 7th. That's not fantastic. And just as quickly as they made war, they made peace. Japan in peace, back in peace with one another. Barbarians off the starboard bow. Take care of those guys. Babylon has grown. That assignment suits me fine. If I can't work the gold, then that works fine. Okay, so I'm still hoping I'm going to find someone down here on the eastern coast. And in the meantime, I am serious about getting some kind of units together to go take out Assyria. They've done me too many injustices in history. But everything comes with some time needed. Trebuchets at 4 turns. Steel at 4 turns. That's also convenient. And my economy is actually moving along pretty well. 5 gold per turn. I like to play things kind of balanced. So not a ton of gold, not a ton of happiness, but also not unhappy and not in the red. So, as I remarked at another time, everybody has a beef with Japan. And that's true with Darius as well. Everybody seems to have some problem with Japan. They must be really conducting some kind of warlike expansion. My bowman here, who could get some experience, will take out a barbarian ship as it cruises along the coast. And I'm going to finish what I started, which is this farm by Babylon. My worker finished clearing a forest, got me some production for Oxford University, and now he's back to putting together a farm. Akkad, you're done with your market, good for you. Angkor Wat, no. Hagia Sophia, +3 faith. I don't need faith, and I don't really need to reduce my cost of acquiring gold tiles. Notre Dame's a bunch of faith. I don't need that. The Oracle's social policy. No, not really. What do I need out of Akkad? So I've got Babylon to be my primary wonder city. I've got Dur Kuragalzu for units. What do I really need out of you, Akkad? I could go with a garden just to help with general great people production. You know what though? Look, he's only got 1 food spare, so he's going to do a granary. That'll be easy. We'll get the granary together. Especially with those wheat tiles. Yeah, post-mortem, that was a great decision. Babylon has acquired more forest. So later on, when I want something else, I'll go chop it. Unless... yeah, I know, it would be smart for me to set up lumber mills. That's playing the long game. And I really don't have any reason not to. Hey, we've missed some history. In 700, the Rashidun Caliphate, ruled by the Prophet Muhammad's cousin Ali, moved his capital to Kufa, a city in what had once been the territory of Babylon. So we've got Muhammad's cousin Ali ruling his caliphate. The caliphate, it changes names at times. Right now it's called the Rashidun Caliphate. And it's centered in Kufa. in the previously Babylonian territory. And then in 800, which we have also passed, the Abbasid Caliphate. So same place, same caliphate, ruled by somebody else, was built upon the city of Baghdad. So that's where Baghdad came from. Baghdad introduced now to the Mesopotamian valley by the Abbasid Caliphate. It made Baghdad its new capital. And that city became the largest multicultural city in the Middle Ages, with a peak population of over 1 million. Now keep in mind, this is 800 AD, and they've got a multicultural city with over 1 million people in it. At this time, Baghdad was the center for learning, for culture, for scientific advancement, for the arts, all through the Middle East. And we've got steel. So now we can bring our swordsmen back and upgrade them to whatever the steel guys are. Long swordsmen. Great. Dur-Kuragalzu's finished its first trebuchet, and it's going to build another one. So it'll just park that guy off in a field. And it will take... What's the upgrade needed? Shock. Or accuracy in this case. Alright. So now what do we research next? Astronomy, we have no places where we could make observatories. Banking wouldn't be all bad. We do have... I thought we had some turns into chivalry, but I guess not. Banking wouldn't be bad. A constabulary to keep other spies out of my territory would not be bad. Crossbowmen for machinery. Let's think big picture here. What's the next big ticket item that I want to do? I'm kind of at a crossroads here. And I'm thinking porcelain tower would be nice. I'm going to go for the porcelain tower as soon as I get into the Renaissance, which I need for my next social policy. When do I get my next social policy? 41 turns. Okay then. So that'll be a while. If I do machinery now, and then say the printing press, that'll be 21 turns. That'll be 34 turns. Shoot. I'll be a ways into this. Leaning Tower of Pisa. Plus 25% generation of great people. I like it. But no. I am going to get machinery. I'm going to do crossbowmen. And then I'm going to pick up probably... Well, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. We'll get crossbowmen. Let's just call it at that. And get you a hill. The CAD will get a hill. Keep my scout on the move. I will be thrilled when I can bring this scout home. He will be thrilled. I mean, he's been gone for thousands of years. Alright, my trebuchet, you're just going to chill out as we gather our forces. What's this? Silver? Can I buy that? No? Will I ever be able to buy that? 1, 2, 3, 4, eventually. So I'll eventually get there. In the meantime, make a farm. Alright, 835. When's my next history? 1257. Ooh, the Mongols are coming. That'll be exciting. The Mongols really shake things up, but that's not for a while. What do we got here? Ah, sweet. Oxford University is done, and I get a free tech, man. I'm tearing this game up. I might as well get the most expensive tech I can. And gunpowder, Himeji Castle, friendly plus 15% combat strength for units fighting in friendly territory. No, I don't think so. I think I'm never going to want to make acoustics. I might as well get it for free. I don't want to get it, I don't want to spend the turns on it, so I'll get it for free. And boom, I'm in the Renaissance era. I am rocking the technology. Has it been 15 minutes already? These games come and go. We'll come to a stopping point here. Spy's been recruited. Got my first spy. Can we figure out who's the second person in technology? 26. Do I hear better than 26? Greece with 28. Ooh, look at that. Attila. No, I misread. I thought that was 36. How disappointing. Alright, so let's try to steal from Alexander. Let's... Yeah, I probably can steal from him. There probably are technologies I don't have. In the Greek cities, we'll go to Athens as a spy. Probably the only spy I'll ever send. After that, they'll probably be doing defense. So I've got my Oxford University now. I don't need a barracks or a caravansary. Garden again. I keep toying with that. It wouldn't be bad. An opera house for the culture? Yes. That's +1 culture. I do need to kind of focus on culture. I could... Something else I could get that helps me with culture. Oh, the Sistine Chapel. Look at that. +1 culture, +25% in culture in all cities. Yeah. Not only will it help me, it'll deny the AI the opportunity to build it. So with that in mind, as soon as this worker is done making this field, I'm going to have him go chop another forest. This game is going almost too easy. Alright, build a mine, and you will upgrade. And we're at the point where we say next turn. Alright, so next episode I expect the Mongols to arrive, and I'll see you then. If you like the Let's Play or the history, please subscribe. We're a really tiny channel and we need your help to survive.